Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hunters of all ages. Hello, my friends, and welcome. I'm being hunted. Wouldn't you know, right as we're in there, I took a shot at something. Now it sounds like we got wolves. Yeah, we got wolves coming in. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you all. Totally not. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. I, didn't even mean to hit the button. It's a 7. We'll lay him down. Yeah, I said lay down. Holy, I haven't even had a chance to say hi to folks. For the love of Pete. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to this week's Hunting Lodge. My name is Jaxy Beard. If we haven't met before, I'm sorry, I'm just your token Canadian with a beard, guns, and a PC. And I get to come and hang out with the community weekly. Every Tuesday is our streams. Come and check us out. Man. This threw me off. So I hit the buttons and, walking around, and there was a mythical bear right there. I was like, I was going to swap over. But it turned to go. So I dropped it, and then that happened. And I don't even know what's going on today. What day is it? It's Tuesday, right? Oh, we're live. Okay. All right. We'll pick these up and let's get into things. Before we go any further, I really just want to take a heartfelt moment. Today was the day that our sister Discord for the Angler was moved to read only. The decision was made to, be quite frank, we didn't have the resources to manage it, and we weren't able to keep it going. It's a sad day. A lot of us were let's just say not so happy about it. But, we had some great times over there. We made some really good friends. Our community is blessed because of it. We, honestly, I can't begin to tell you the people I met on our journey through the Angler. And even with the folks working on the game, Gaz and Chris P and Simon and Rushy. I can't even start naming because they're just absolute legends, each and every one of them. They've found a home elsewhere here. Most have found a home elsewhere here in Avalanche and Expansive Worlds, and we're better off for having them with us here on the Hunter. But lots to come for the Hunter. We actually have some really big plans. No, we're not into them just yet. We can't talk just yet. What do you mean the 375 isn't good for this? Why not? Oh, right. Yeah, because it just dismantled it. We've got more coming back, really. Man. Holy, the big old brown bears. I am here on Medved because this is what my backyard and, subsequently my front yard looks like at the moment. It's wild. We have been slammed with snow. I don't really want to shoot you. No, we're going to let you go. I got one on the ground over here. I filled my tag. And I don't particularly care for bear meat. I'm just saying. What's up, chat? Good to see you, everybody. Been playing classic a lot lately. You got your friends 3 seconds. Hold on. I know 3 seconds of convincing. Yeah, Nature Beast. It's a good game. It completely set up so differently from Call of the Wild. Definitely worth sinking your teeth into. I've had a lot of fun with that one too. Guess the Anglo staff are working on Africa 2.0, Call of the Wild 2 now. I'd be ashamed to waste that engine. No, never a waste. We Apex, the Apex engine is owned, and it's exclusive to Avalanche here. So anything that happens in the future, it's all about improving our tech and moving forward together. So pretty cool. Yeah, and it's nice to have them assimilated into our teams on various projects through Avalanche. Some came here to Expansive Worlds and are working on the Hunter. And it's exciting. They bring a lot to the team. But no, I don't mean to burst your bubble on Call of the Wild 2 and Africa 2.0. That's not something we're currently doing. All right, well, we got a gold out of that mythical. Nobody got to see it, but it's a red-brown. It's purty. It looks good. And, it's worth a little bit of cash. 1,600 credits. Man, I tell you, there's... wish I could make money like this IRL. Seriously. Holy... You guys! Now, if you're wondering where I am, I picked up where we left off last week on Medved. I'm up in this lake in the corner. We're just going to take a friendly stroll down, unlock this, and hit our outpost that's right down here. I don't spend much time on Medved anymore. This was a map that I spent a lot of time on. It's where I got my first diamond back in the day. Kind of wild. Kind of wild when you think about it. It was a diamond moose, in case anybody wondered. Kai, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Congrats. Really haven't had a chance to say that. Jaxy, what guns or maps would you like to see from suggestion box in the game? Oh my goodness, I've been burying my head in the suggestions on our Discord, trying to see what everyone's been up to during my break and what I was off, and don't ask me to pick just one. I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. My personal vote would be African 2.0. So yeah, as far as guns go, wow. Look, I'm a Canadian, eh? I've got all the guns in game that I've used, that I would request. Everything for me at this stage is a bonus, and I'm super happy to get them. And so, reading through what the community says, what they ask for, and oftentimes I'm researching them. I'm like, oh, what's that? And I go and check it out. Holy man. So yeah, pretty cool. I just don't understand. This guy comes here to say nothing about the game. Why bother listen to him? Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for coming out. If we haven't met, I'm the community manager, and we do weekly streams. So the weekly streams are a chance for folks to come and chit chat, bring our community together. Of course, we do our reveals, and we offer you all kinds of value and information here. And we like to do, what we can to try and get closer to the community. But it's not for everyone. It's not. What up, Ben? How you doing, my friend? Is the reason the angler did not be successful because of the response by the community or because of resources? It's above my pay grade, to be completely honest. We found out about it. It actually wasn't long before you guys did, with just enough time for our teams to kind of prepare and get messaging and stuff. And beyond that, I don't know the exact reasons why these companies make these decisions. A lot of it has to do with if the game was planned to have a big life. Like the Hunter, I think, was a learning experience for us. Obviously, we never planned for it to be as successful as it is, and for it to become what it is. I mean, it's wild seeing the amount of people that have joined our community that are out there hunting. I mean, the amount of digital pixels that are harvested on a daily basis here in 2025 compared to 2017 when I first started is mind-blowing. But we've learned a lot from it. Now, the Angler was our first sort of kick of the can at a real proper live service. It's kind of a live servicey thing here with the Hunter, but a little different. And there were a lot of learnings to it. Was it planned to carry on like the Hunter? It was, no, that's just not how the gaming industry works. A lot of it's, there's ups and downs, ins and outs, all kinds of things for the teams to consider. And I'm glad I'm not the one to have to make those choices. But I am the one who got to get real close with the community. And much like here in the Hunter, it's my favorite thing of my day is connecting with so many of you. Whether it be here in our streams, in our Discord, in our Facebook groups. It's just great, man. Got a gold melanistic mule deer on Rancho the other night. My best rare so far. Still looking for more diamond racks. Nice, Brendan. Hey, lady, what's going on? Good to see you. My dog, hello. Welcome, Tree Garden, my man. From the feedback in Discord, I'm hoping for the Roosevelt collection. Everybody should go and check out the forums if you haven't. There's a lot of really good stuff and lots to check out, too. The two-seater canoes deployable with a tent and cable. Oh, we getting into wish listing already? What we want to see? Okay. I don't like to focus on that, but it is big conversations around work. A lot of our devs like to get together and chit chat, and they get together outside of work hours too. But it's a big topic of conversation. Is what direction? Where do you go? And if we do this, how do you do it? And of course, boats have been a discussion for a long time. People have been asking that since the game first came out. And, it's had mixed receptions and, what do people expect? And like, can you hunt with them? And where can you hunt with them? Where can't you? Through storytelling, we can pretty much make anything happen in this game. As you've seen with recent releases and such, we've really pushed the boundaries of our artists and our developers and seeing them stand on their heads. It's a sports term. They're not actually standing on their heads. That would put a lot of blood flow to their head. But, it's really cool to see these things all come to life. And if... What's that? I am so easily distracted this morning. Oh, hold on. Speaking of distracted, look, I'm not here to shoot the reindeer. I was looking for some bear, but I would gladly take a reindeer or two. He's off and running. Okay. Get back to holy. Whew, look, something pretty. Talk about sending me sideways. A good evening to you. Good morning from Canada land here. It's bloody cold. I've already been out and cleared my driveway again. Cleared all the cars off. It snowed overnight. Snowed yesterday. Hey, Jaxy, could you briefly explain how the zeroing skill works? I absolutely can, Bart. I sometimes forget. A lot of our newer players coming into the game, there's a lot to assimilate. This is a good place to ask that stuff. So zeroing is something you have to pick up. It is a perk. So if you head into your perks, you're going to want to hear. Let's go do this here. We'll take a look down here. Under rifles, you'll see this guy right here. Now, you're going to want to have the 2 in it because when you unlock the first one, it gives you 150. You unlock the second one, it gives you 300 meters. Now, I'm talking meters. Convert that to yards if you're in freedom units. But otherwise, it's essentially used for making your shots more consistent. Now, not everybody digs them. Okay, the majority of folks use zeroing because it's just real quick and on the fly. But some people do like to use the millidots on your scope, which you can do. By default, most scopes are 150 meters, which is your first default zeroing, although 75, 150, 300s on some rifles, or on some scopes. It really depends on the rifle that you're using. But you can toggle through them. So on PC by pushing, is it F? It's F. You can toggle between them. So 75, 150, 300 on here. And that's going to affect the lift, essentially. So let's just say, this isn't a good spot to show you. If I went to the range, I could explain it better. But, if this was a 75 meter tree and I hit it at 75 meters, I had it zeroed for 75, I'd hit it dead on. But if I had it at 300, it's going to lift it. Okay, and that's for shots that are way in the distance. So the alternate's true as well. If you've got an animal standing at 300 meters, right? That's this tree right there on that branch, and you're zeroed for 75, your shot's going to land down here. So it's very important when you're trying to hit a vital, super important when you're trying to hit, like, the heart, right? So getting used to your zeroing, as I mentioned, it does differ on different weapons. For instance, like the 4570, right, only goes to a max effective range of 150, so you can only 0 to 150. Or like the muzzle loader, that scope and muzzle loader combo will only take you to 200 meters. You can shoot beyond that, but then you got to start using the millidots. And the millidots do work very, very well. Yeah, I quite dig. What up, Taylor Hughes? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, they work very well. On certain rifles and on certain things, like the crossbow, for instance, you'll get real used to your millidots. What? Jeez, for the love of Pete. Talk about showstopper. Do I have the volume up? Did you all get the full impact of that? That is wild to hear in the morning. I need to go moose hunting, man. I haven't seen the bottom rate number that indicates a zero. So now, Bart, since one of our recent updates, there was a little change. So right now, when I pull a weapon out, if I haven't clicked my zeroing already, I heard that. We had a lynx out there. If I haven't clicked it, it's not going to show. And so by default, it shoot out 150 meters. So you have to toggle through it when you first get onto the weapon. Dog's a critical position. We got an animal nearby. Another pro tip for hunters just getting started, you'll see me wandering around. I've been asked this a number of times. Why don't you walk with your gun out? Because, well, when you get to level, what is it, guys? Is it level 28? Is it level 28 or level 24? It's the mid to late 20s. I need to do a restart again because I forget more than I know. You unlock these binos that are in my hand, which are in fact rangefinders. So couple that with your zeroing, you can get very, very accurate when you take your shots. And that just ensures that you're not going to spend all your time tracking. So walk with your binos out for a quick glass right from your binos. You don't even have to exit that screen. Just pull whatever gun you want up and pow, you're ready to drop. The moose is stalking me. And once it's light in the limelight. That's what it is. 15 minutes of fame. I number down Leighton Lakes rivers with a buddy on a canoe is the hunter's dream. You know what, Ouch Daddy, you're not wrong. We have all talked about that, my buddies and I, and all my old hunting partners, digital hunting partners on here. We've all kind of like said how great it would be if you could have two of us in the boat and just floating along lazily. I could get on board with that. You are not allowed to hunt from a boat here in Canada, at least in British Columbia. I won't speak for the other provinces, but I'm pretty sure that it's a federal thing. But, you know, maybe not. Maybe not. I've never looked into it, to be honest. But, you know, through storytelling, we could totally make that happen. Alternate transportation for hunting is something that comes up a lot from our community. I actually get that quite a bit. There's been a lot of posts in our forums about it. Everything from canoes to another motored means of transport. Like I've seen dirt bikes in there. You know, side-by-sides. That's my vote. Shameless plug. And of course, the horses. A lot of folks want horses. And that's a hard one. I think that would be a really tough one to do. Our team's talented. I'd love to see him take a crack at it, but what would it be? Right? I mean, let's face it. I think a lot of us have Red Dead in mind when you think of horses and hunting from the back, but would we have to dismount? How would they spook the animals? Would there be penalties? Could you carry an extra weapon on? Lots to consider. Why are not late reserves same high quality and same high tech quality as Medved? Oh, they are. They're even further beyond. Medved, it's the tones, all right? So it really is, it's the tones. It's the color palette that's used on here. It makes it one of the best looking maps, in my opinion. I mean, look at it. It's just, look at it. But when SRP came out, you know, our clouds got a rework in the game. There's a lot that's been done with the lighting and everything. But the newer maps have actually have more detail and are crafted with a little more. But that's due to the fact that our tech's gotten better. Our team our team's grown. Our team has improved their craft, which is hard to believe. So yeah, everything just kind of evolves. Horseback riding SRP would be awesome. It would be pretty cool, man. No, my wind isn't good. I know. We're just going for a stroll. But you know, the nice thing when your wind is like this, often you're going to get the warning calls. So, you know, I'm more of a traditional hunter. Like, yeah, I've done the run and gun. I've done the grinding. You know, but what I really like is I like the authentic experience. I like to go out. And so every now and then, kind of like what we're doing right now, when I'm hanging out maybe in Discord or, you know, sometimes my kids are sitting with me and, you know, having a coffee after dinner or whatever. I like to walk around. I'll scout an area, pick up zones. There's a lot of zones that you may not have ever encountered because you lake hop. But, you know, if you really enjoy the hunting, I can't tell you, I can't urge you enough to try off zones. So feed zones are often close to drinking zones. They'll be close to lakes and waterways, the rivers and such, but they'll be just up and in a little bit, into the woods just a little. But then if you want to go to the rest zones, that's where it gets interesting. You can get a lot of tree stand setups. You can actually get, you know, ground blinds work really well too. You can set them up close to these areas. And you get a different perspective on things. I find a lot of people don't see a lot of the things that happen on the maps because they're so quick to just lake hop, right? So yeah, check it out. I challenge you as the community and try a few different styles and see what you think. I know a lot of you are, but a lot don't think of it, right? She's a Wildflower says, I think the standard rangefinder should be updated to show only one circle on the screen since it's a single lens and lower weight to 0.5 to make it more enticing to carry. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's you know, you have to understand there's a reason why you want, like when you buy the first one, it's clunky. It's got the one scope. It's kind of you know, restrictive, and it's heavier. So it's harder to get your loadouts. And, you know, as you progress through the game, this is where the gamified hunting experience comes in. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm walking off the map. I meant to be on the trail. Oh, hello. Doggy, what are you doing? He knows. He knows I'm going off the map. Hold on. Okay, all right. We'll get back on track. Oh, man. Here, let's walk to here. Get myself something, a guiding light. Holy. And once again, totally just derailed my brain thoughts patterns. Just thoughts in there. It's a pattern. Pointer works awesome in Medved. I like using the Bloodhound with pointer training. Quality of life changer for sure. Isn't it? I couldn't stress it enough when the release was coming up, how much of a game changer the master dog perk, being able to merge your dogs together. But remember, whatever dog you have as your base is the one that gets the skill tree. So depending on how you want to hunt and when you want to do, it's nice you can buy more dogs in game too. Say Polska Gorum. Polska Gorum. Man, I'm not probably saying that right. I apologize. How do you slide cancel this game? Oh, simple. You get running and you stop. It's pretty much that's not what we meant. What did I just say? What did you have me say? I shouldn't have said that. Word on the web is Aim Fix is returning to Twitch. One of my favorite streams of all time was with you, Toe and Aim. Oh my god, I remember it so well. Oh, Tay, I remember it so well. Doe Slayer botched the Diamond Red Deer after multiple restarts. I miss Aim Fix. His energy and enthusiasm. Oh man, he's a good dude. Fun streams too. Different landscape back then. Yeah, we had a lot of different folks. Really glad to see Doe back out there doing things again. He was a very unique creator. He learned hunting through the game. Started IRL hunting because of the game. That's passion, man. Yeah, we definitely need some of these folks back into the mix. Doe is back at it again, though. I'm trying to catch him when I can. Are we getting the Mule Deer and Wolves rework done this year or something way further down the line? Roger, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to answer because at this point, so if you're picking up what I'm putting down, I get kind of handcuffed. I might know the roadmap and see what's happening over the next couple of years. You folks will be excited for some of it. I know you will, because a lot of it came from you guys. But stuff like that, so granular, so particular, I really can't comment on. For those things to happen. Okay, so it's a big cycle. It's a big old wheel that keeps turning. We need to continue to make content, to continue to work on the game, to continue to improve the game. That's bug fixes, animal reworks, bringing, like, say, new lighting or something to the game. Anything like that, we need to continually, keep our teams together and growing and the game moving forward. So for something like a specific animal rework, often what needs to happen is it has to come with a reserve that's going to feature that animal so we can divert the resources while working on it all to make it happen. It's a tough balance. I see our team and our producers and our game director. You know what they're like? You know what reminds me of? They're like the conductor, right? You got your orchestra, and your orchestra is all of our developers, and our developers are broken into groups, and each group has individual disciplines, and they all work in this. I don't know how they do it. Oh, I really don't. I've been with the company for 4 years, and it amazes me because there's so many moving parts. So, long-winded answer. It's something we want to do. All of the animals that have been in the game for a while that have aged, we want to give some love to. And whether that can be just a new animation, a complete overhaul, new furs, we're picking at them as we go, and we're doing what we can. So we're with you. We're absolutely with you, and it'll be great to see if we can make that happen. Whether it's happening this year, I mean, needless to say, it will be at one point or another. Hello. Yes, I'm walking right in amongst you all. So wonder what took off before we walked in here. Are they feeding or they're probably resting right now. Getting into the thick of it here. When was the last time you're all in the thick of the woods and not just by a lake? I think the poll said, yes, let's talk about that. Okay. Now, as you know, we had a big release at Winter. It was massive. And so I think we should just lay down. We're done. We can't follow that. We set the bar too high. But with that came a really cool feature that was the new iteration of Hunt Club, and that is Hunter Challenges. Now, yes, I know. You can just warn at me all you want. I'm coming through here. Don't distract me. So we've released a poll as our team asks specific questions sometimes. And they can be interpreted with broad answers, but it is extremely helpful to our designers and our developers by putting these polls out. Now, where can you find the poll? It's in Discord. We have our own poll channel, so it's accessible to anybody who joins the Discord and wants to get involved. It gives you a chance to chime in and weigh in a little and maybe help shape the direction for that particular part of the team and what they're looking for. Now, the challenges are cool, and we've only yet begun to scratch the surface. There's a lot we can do. We haven't even got our community-based challenges yet. They're let them cook. They're in the kitchen, baby. They're cooking, and you know that's going to be cool. But yeah, definitely get in there into the Discord. Let me. Let's show it to you. I have some. Oh, I'm not going to click all through those. Forgive me. All you do is head on in. Hold on. Scroll. Everything I do, I always got to be careful because you guys just pick everything apart. Here we go. All right. Can I do it like this? Am I not? Here we go, my friends. So here is our Discord. Don't just ignore that guy. How did he get it? Man alive. Thumbnails. Nobody wants to see that. But if you head over to Call of the Wild polls, you're going to have all these goodies. And they come up regularly, semi-regularly. When there is a question that needs answered, our developers come to our community team and say, hey, can you ask them this? And sometimes it's hey, you guys, a lot of you caught it on that one. It's pretty damn cool. But then, what do you think here? I'm not going to spoil it. Get in there, do it yourself. Add your weight to the poll, please. It is, yes, FOF, SOS. It is. We're all very saddened to see the angler go. I shouldn't say go, and that's a term I think people are like, the angler shut down. No, it's most definitely not. The angler is loaded with content, more content than most games will ever see, in fact. And it had a good life, maybe short compared to the hunter, but our team does consider it a success for what the original plan was. That it's going to continue on. The events will still continue to happen. The servers will be around for years, it's just not, there isn't active development for new DLCs and stuff. So enjoy it, get out there and rip lips, baby. I'm sad to see our Discord go. I'm not even gonna lie about it, man. It was a very special place to me. So yeah, love that you guys still put out updates for this game. The big factor for me buying it, now I can't stop playing it. It took on a life of its own, this game. It grew a team that's like a family. It's produced a community that's it's just unparalleled. I mean, I think one of the reasons this community gets on so great is it's us against the world. There's no PvP. Have you ever been in a PvP based game community? Holy, it's toxic. I love seeing everybody out and congratulating each other when they get that diamond they've been after. They get that super rare, they get that great one, or that wonky rack, or that one to add to the Hall of Shame. Oh, we've literally come to a point in the crossroad. Okay, all right then. We're gonna keep on strolling. We'll head down by this lake and we're gonna just roll right down through there. Just a happy little stroll today. Will fishing be added to Call of the Wild since the anglers stopped being updated? I mean, would you want that? Straight up, everybody in chat right now. Now, it wouldn't be like angle level of, you just couldn't overshadow the hunting like that. It would be like a mini game. Is that something you want our devs, and I'm going to speak plainly, is that something you want our devs to take time from creating more species, weapons, maps to do? I'm being straight. Because this is a question that's been around for a long time. Is fishing something you should have in the hunter? Oh. What's my thoughts on having horses in the game? I'm for it, Pumpkin, depending on how it would be done. It really would depend how it's been done. Changed my life and helped me overcome depression. Chopper, hey, what's up, my man? Good to, I guess, sort of meet you. I normally see you like you're seeing me. Yeah, Welcome, my friend. Welcome, one of our newest content creators in the Hunter Network program right there. I'm really glad to hear that. That's a really heartfelt message to my dude. We get that often. We do. We've had letters, handwritten letters come in for the team, and man, some of them just bring a tear to your eye. But that's a bonus to making games. That is a bonus for our team, that they can put their time and energies into something that technically is a job, you know, but they get so involved and they put so much of themselves into, and to see how that can help and affect people, it's amazing. Love to hear that, my dude. You wouldn't want fishing in Call of the Wild. You vote no, keep fishing separate. Bow fishing would be, okay. Bow fishing I could get down with. I could. I think that would be really freaking cool and unique and so different from anything the angler did, right? But yeah, that's interesting. So no angling, absolutely not. There is a yes. We don't want fishing Call of the Wild. Only make money from the fish. You'd like to fish? Asher Slasher, okay, you like to fish and Call of the Wild. Could use the fish to bear bait. That would be cool. That would be very cool. You had a little bucket you carried along, and all the little pan fries you pull out, lob the head, so you got that big stink in the air, throw them in the bucket, and sit and watch the bucket. But they consider adding fishing to hunting game. I mean, Yukon is great with all that. So some of you would like it. I seem more to know. I would like to run a poll, actually. Keep fishing separate. But there are supporters for it. There are folks that would love to see it. I mean, it'd be kind of cool as a mini game. Let's face it, right? I mean, if you were sitting in a stand, your stand just happened to be on the water. You just drop a line in. I will say this. Whenever we go out, well, depending if it's whitetail camp, it's too late in the season, we're not allowed. But if we're out for, when season first starts, early September, we always take our fishing rigs. And if you've already harvested, you stay for camp because you're hanging out with your buddies, and we'll fish. We'll just go fish. And sometimes we'll come home, because you're back at camp by 5, dark. Typically, we're back by 5. And, often depending where we are, like if we're up by Boss Lake or something, we'll go and we'll just toss a lime in the water and sit in a lawn chair and light a little fire right there, have a cold one, That's a nice way to end the day, right? So I could see where the fit would be there in a game. But I wouldn't want it to take away from the hunting. I think, originally when the angler was in concept, I think the decision to make it as a standalone game, and I wasn't part of this. This is complete conjecture from some guy with a beard. This isn't a statement from the company. I think the decision was made to make it a standalone game, and I've said this before, my opinions. I think the decision was made to make a standalone game because too much could go wrong. And there was talk about, what if this happens? What if that happens? It could take away from the hunting, which is what the game is about, which brings the people to the game. There has been conversations about this, so something to consider. How am I? Oh, for France! Hello, my friend. Whereabouts in France? That's pretty cool. I've been only to the airport. That's it. But it was gorgeous flying in. Like, very unique landscape. Very freaking cool. Hello from Canada land. This is what it looks like here today in Vancouver, which is extremely rare. Everyone's like, oh, Jaxy, you live in Canada. You must be used to the snow. Man, I live in Vancouver. Okay, it's called the wet coast, not the snow coast. It's wild. When we get snow, our city shuts down, and we are not quite shut down, but the people get a little silly. Oh, you should add non-shootable beavers so we can watch them knock down our tents. We can add non-shootable beavers. Let's add trail cams so we can film them. That would be pretty cool. Yes, well, we can pack more stuff without making more noise. Oh, what are we talking about? Backpacks, I presume? That is something I'd love to see a little love come to it. Mr. Legend, what's going on, man? Welcome, dude. Fishing to Call the Wild, as long as I can have my rifle with me, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I can see it. And, more is better, but yeah, I have concerns. Be interesting. What up, Echo? Good to see you. MD, my man. Forest Grizzlies. How are you, my dude? Really good to see your name. Oh, this is such a good little lake. I wasn't even paying attention. Look at the muskies down here. Old vampire deers. And like, I just walked right past them. My wind is terrible. Let's go. Let's just take our time while I re-chat. Get a little closer. Take a look at him. I'd rather fishing and hunting be separate, just so the focus isn't split with 2 games in 1 game. I agree. That is my biggest concern. That adding fishing would take away from the hunting, whether that be from issues, whether that be from content development schedule. I'm with you on that one. Please add beavers. I'm going to make them extinct. It is a little frustrating. Why am I not laying down? Yeah, I didn't mean to whistle. That doesn't matter. Suddenly I'm not lying down. I've been having a problem. I think I need to buy a new one. My Razor Tartarus might be coming to the end of its life. I use and abuse these things like holy man. I really do. All right. Maybe we'll go in and take a little pot shot of these guys. I got my 243 with me. All the way out at 300. Let me just make sure my 243 is on my number 1 slot. Now stop your whistling. You're not figuring it out. He's just a 2, but he'll look good in my freezer, baby. All right, let's go pick him up. That was at 300, right? Let's make sure. You'll get a little spot in here. Another pro tip for new players. If you're ever wondering, did you actually drop that animal you shot? Because sometimes they can run for a little bit, you know, and you have to really consider it. Do you want to chase them? Do you want to check them out? Well, this little spot right here will appear, and it's a good indicator that you had a good shot. Success awaits you. And hope you got room in your virtual freezer. If you turn around, let's see what this guy does. Crow, what's going down, brother? Much as I love fishing, call the wild, I feel to create. Hey, to me, yeah. That's pretty much what we've been saying. Yeah. Hoping for a second Africa and or South America map someday. It's very possible. I'd like to see another game with a more extensive look at fishing, bow fishing, fly fishing, spear fishing. Whole lot of other. It was a tough one. It was a very tough, a tough go for our team. We learned right away, man, fishermen are very particular, and with the current landscape the way it was, people had come to expect certain things. And yeah, we'd love to see another South American map. That would be cool. Echo. The fishing was done like Alaskan Adventures did. Oh my goodness, I had forgotten about that game. Are you not gonna turn? Holy. He ain't gonna do it. Is there any other ones we missed here? Used to get a lot of boar in this area too. This guy knows. He's like, he ain't gonna Texas hard shot me. Fine. You got a rare Canada goose. Fantastic, drivers. Love to hear it, my friend. Love to hear it. Would that vampire even make the freezer once you dress them out? You know, you wouldn't have that much. You're not wrong. It'd be like, they're like a small white-tailed doe, right? A small one. You know, maybe even closer to a fawn. More like a roe deer. Well, actually, roe deers, they don't look too bad. You get some meat. Probably a box, I'd wager, right? Not a lot. I'm sorry, I'm a little redneck. I realize that. My wife, she laughs at me all the time. It's like comments like that she gives me heck about. She's like, who measures their meat by boxes? I mean, this guy? I've been hunting for 30 odd years, and that's just what we do. And then she makes me feel a little silly. Okay, this guy is just being a pain. I'm gonna lay him down. Oops. and then we'll grab him, we'll grab that other one, and we'll carry along our merry little journey. What's that, Mike Ainsley? Oh, you're talking to WSB. Consumers are always right, you know that? You know, hey, what are we talking about? Like, yes and no. Often very wrong about the development process and what's realistically achievable. That's something I've learned. Well, let's go pick this bad boy up. Imagine fishing on the river on Sunday Bataan and a tiger attacks you. And a tiger comes up and steals your dang bait or your fish and just laughs at you. What you gonna do, fisher boy? Pick this up. We'll take your gold. Absolutely we will. A great brown. Look at you, vampire. These are the stuff of nightmares right there. Seriously. Like, I can just picture it sunk into the side of my neck. Eternal night, take me now. Okay, well, we got that one. Now, the other guy, look at this over here. Look at this guy. Yeah, he's so confused. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, this is the hard part. We've had so many laughs over the years with the rock faces here on Medved. You actually find it at Yukon in a few spots as well. Thought I saw someone over there. Yeah. Okay. We need to find the blood for the other one we shot, which should just be around here. Of course, if you're using your dog, you can tell him just to get on out there and get her done, son. What do you mean, track not found? Fine. All right. So was it the first one over here? Ooh, look at those big old tracks. This is what I love about the snow. Everything is so visible. And they really translated that well in the game. We need more snow maps. We really do. Am I moving closer or farther away? No, it should be. Oh, that might have been the one I picked up, which means the other one will be right over her. Okay, we'll just grab that one. Looking for the lung butter. Waiting for owner. Oh, have you picked up on it? Well, fine. What's up? Okay. Good boy. See how well trained he is? Semi-auto air rifle. Hey, that'd be kind of cool. Linkus, hello and welcome. Welcome. Nice to have you with us here, my friend. Being able to track animals and keep them in our own reserve would be awesome. I mean, that would be kind of cool. Kind of like the... That would be cool. Okay, on Emerald Coast. Y'all know where I'm going with that. Being able to stack them up in there would be awesome. It was a male. I was hoping just to catch a glimpse of it, but it's pretty thick there. Okay, yes, I know. I'm coming. Where'd you go? Right, I see ya. I see ya. Okay. Yeah. What? What harvest found where? Oh, for the love of Pete, hard to see. How'd we do? Well, what do you mean? No vitals hit. Wow, it's Hunter 1.0. I'm so sorry to constantly rub my eye. I've had this thing going on with it, and it's like constantly goopy. It's TMI, but it's super annoying. Wow, that just takes me way back. That's how we used to have to take our animals way back in the day. Yeah, before what we now call 2.0 for all the veterans who've been around for a while. But 287, 0 for 300. I was right on. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Was that a warthog, perchance? Get quite a few of them here at this lake. All right, let's get moving. We'll get back on track here. All right, Darren, thanks for coming to hang out, my man. A few more air guns. I mean, that would be pretty cool. I do see the air gun gets a good bit of use by a lot of our community. It might be kind of fun to have that. Darren, my #1 trophy I didn't even get to put into the lodge. It was before lodges were released. back when we had, funny enough, scoring 1.0, as we just mentioned, the scoring was different. Animals were rated up to 1,000 being the max. And getting a 1,000 was like a super rare. It was so hard to get. And I had a 1,000 scoring moose with the prettiest freaking rack. It was so cool. Oh, but you know. Rookie question. When upland birds flush, do they fly into the wind away from the hunter, or is it random? I'm asking to handle my pointer dog properly. So I'm glad you asked that. That's a bit of I don't know if I can. That's a tough one as I sit here in an EW capacity. Have I got a little screen bleed? I do. Is that on this side? That's on this side. So if I just go like that, I should get rid of it. Yeah. There we go. You're going to want to experiment with it, but I'll tell you this much. This is a known mechanic. That is something I've seen talked about a lot, so I don't want to give you definitive. But the majority of animals are AI in game. When you make a noise, they originally, from that point of boom, or when they hear you and they spook, will run directly away from that sound. So depending your angle to them and where you're positioned, right? But that's only for a certain distance. So you're going to have to experiment with that one and see what you find and how that works best. You're on the right track, though. That's exactly what you should be looking at when you're first getting started in the game is how you can follow up on things. Because let's face it, I don't care how good of a shot you are. It's a game. Things are moving, and you're going to miss a shot here and there. Sometimes you need a follow-up shot. Sometimes you don't get a chance to take that shot, or sometimes you absolutely have to take it because you're about to leave because your wife is dragging you out the door, and you don't think you'll be back for a few days, and you don't want to have to find it again. So there's many reasons why you want to be able to do that. Big small game hunter here. I see what you did, Nature Beast. Big small game hunter here. I'd love more air rifles. I think there's a real place for them too, especially with, small game. Got a little bit of love, our waterfowl over on Salzwiesen. I think that there's a big opening for that now. I think that because for a while there we mostly all big game, but that was a very specialized hunting experience that came to the game, and that could be pretty cool. I'd like some more small game too while we're on that topic. I can't believe I'm saying this. I've never been that guy. Get mad, come at me, bro. Seriously, these things will tear you a new one. Like, for real, they will rip your apart. I got distracted. I'd like squirrels. I can't believe I'm admitting that. You don't understand. If you knew me on a personal level, I have a vendetta against squirrels. I'm sure there's many of you do too. Sitting in a makeshift blind half the time, sometimes in our proper blinds, sometimes under a tree, in a tree well, freezing your butt off with your rifle in hand. You've taken all this time to get in, not spook the entire area. You're watching tracks. You've been checking wind. You know that good spot is up ahead. And that bloody alarm starts going off, chirping at you, telling Mother Nature's creatures where you are. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. Well, hello there. He needs a pot of honey. Hater boo-boo. Yeah. I would love squirrels in the game just for that reason. Much like we want beavers, I want squirrels so I can pay them back and extract my revenge. In a polite way, of course. Man alive. Interesting idea would be a large snake animal like a python or a smaller otter type. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. Otters, you can trap otters, right? Can you? I don't know if people ever shoot an otter. I don't know. I've never done that. I personally have no urge to do that, only because I only shoot what I'm gonna eat. I am very much that guy, and I would never eat an otter or a beaver. I might eat a beaver. But beyond that, yeah, I've had squirrel. I have tried it, and I did not like it. But it's different with squirrels. It's bloody personal. Python hunting in Florida. So how would that work with snakes? How would that work with snakes in our game? Because I've had people ask this before. Hey, Teak, how you doing? Good to see you. It's been a while. First time I ever played, I found a level 5 diamond fallow. Didn't know about diamonds except at the time. In 5 years, never found another. Oh my goodness, my friend. I'll keep after it, Dose Slayer. What's up, my man? I'm just talking about you earlier. Ragnarok's in the house, too. What's up, guys? Good to see you over on the Twitch side of life. It tastes like chicken, Timothy. Okay. Taylor. Giggity. Snake hooks. So, hooks. So, trapping is what you're saying. You're trapping them? There's another one up there. I feel like he's coming to take a bite out of me. Come on, pup. Come with me. Get by my side. Beaver's really good. Really? Your dad used to trap beavers in youth. He says it tastes good. I haven't known anybody to trap beavers. We have met some trappers on our hunting trips. Met a guy who was trapping skunks. That's a stinky job. But, you know, he did it. He had quite a few of them. Snakes taste like chicken too. At least I have tried snakes before, actually. That's something when I was a kid and I didn't know what I was eating. I've been meaning to pick them up since then. Stay away from beaver liver. Interesting. Okay. Have I spotted a butterfly? Cappy, what? Good to see you, Cappy. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. I will. I'll see what for who now, when, how? Jaxy, any hints of the next great one? Maybe like mule deer, lion, elk. I can't give any hints on any of that stuff. We're almost done here. So let me ask. It's a question that we like to ask. It's something I directly ask you guys and have done, but we haven't in a while. Light it up, chat. Pick one. Only one, or I'm not going to read it. If you could pick one animal to become a great one in this game, what would you pick? I'm curious. It'd be funny to add a cooking element to this game. That would actually be cool. Adventure, I'd like that. If there was some way for it to be useful. Like maybe you could sell it. Maybe it gives you like, you know, extra steady aim for a short duration. That sort of thing would be cool, man. Okay, so let's see. Mule deer, lion, mule deer, gray wolf, water buffalo, blacktail. Blacktail's an interesting one. Have to get them on more maps. Lion, again, probably have to get on more maps, but man, that'd be so cool. Pink lady, how you doing? A mule deer. I love a mule deer. That'd be so cool. Lion, lots of lions, lots of mule deers. A great one, squirrel. Roosevelt elks. Roosevelt elk. Musk deer. Flat red gaming. I like the way you think, sir. Roosevelt elk, mule deer, water buffalo, Caitlin, okay. Killer Craven says the Roosevelt elk. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man. I've seen it, the one in Discord. There's one actually, yeah, it looks really good. It does. Saltwater croc. White-tailed jackrabbit because I want chaos. Oh, Johnny. I freaking love you, bro. You know, I mean, how do you think the fox got in there? Sitting around with the team. Hey, you want to really mess with the community? Give them a fox or a coyote. Boom, fox, great one. That's not what happened. That's totally not what happened. Oh, but God, it would be so funny. Peacocks would be cool, but as a great one? A grizzly bear? Yeah, that would be cool. Mallard, great one. A bison. Justin T. First time in chat, throwing down the bison. I could see that. I could. A bison, a buffalo. You know, they're huge. They're menacing. They're ever present in our reserves. Like, you can't ignore them if you're in their area. You know, especially if you like to crawl on your belly into the middle of them and stand up. Yeah, if you haven't done that, you might want to give that a try, guys. What is stopping me? Why is my auto walk not auto walking? Every time I get a ding. When are grenades being added? Oh, you got the wrong game, Bart. You got the wrong game. You know, that's something I heard a lot when like the modern rifle weapon pack came out, and people that didn't know, right? Oh, it's an automatic rifle. That's what AR stands for. No, it's an Armalite. I just kept repeating myself. It's an Armalite, and they're very big in hunting. Semi-autos. You know what? This is because I'm a Canadian, eh? I had no idea. I had no idea semi-autos were so widely used in hunting, and I must have one now. I must. So I love them in game. I was really happy with Modern Rifle Weapon Pack, and obviously the M1 being the first iteration we had. We've come a long way since then. I don't think we're done. I think there's still, you know, some semi-autos we could have. Still some bolt axes we could have too. You know, I'd like more everything. I really would. I'd like more crossbows, more bows. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, there's definitely lots we could do. A Sika, Tiara. Hey, Crow. Tiara. Ah, I got kind of, it's a thing. Great one mouflon, great one snow leopard, a mallard, a giraffe. See what you did there, Bethan. That would be pretty dang cool, let's face it. Right? Giraffe, a hippo, a rhino, a freaking elephant. Oh my goodness. What about a skunk animal that can spray you to cause a nausea effect or make the scent compass bigger and reduce the effect of scent eliminator? That'd be pretty cool. Let us hunt Remy Ward. No! Remy is a good man. Is the barbershop going live after he done the stream? No, not yet. I've had plans to get my own stuff going, but I've got something going on right now behind the scenes, and we'll talk about that in a little while. But yeah, no, not yet. But that will be at this year. It is going to happen. I swear, it's what I want. Great one boar would be pretty stellar. I think it's time for a boar. I think it's time for a pig of some form, right? We've got them on so many maps. Same with bison. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. A crocodile, great one, please. Could we do it in a way that the crocodile and the alligator was like a hybrid? So it could be on both reserves. That would be pretty damn cool, man. Mule deer, please, Lord have mercy, or lion. Please, more Lord have mercy, or lion. Okay. I'm with you, pig lady. I would love a mule deer. So, I mean, I've had the most mules. IRL, that's I've been more mules than anything else. Mules, whitetail, then moose. Then bear, then moose. And that's not including small game. And I would absolutely love mule deer to get a little love. I'd like to see some love into the racks, and I'd love to see some great one mule deerage. That would I'd get down with that, man. I really would. Oh, so as I got closer, it reappeared. Well, then let's do this. Pow! A great one warthog and a great one meerkat. Sebus. Digging it. You need to bring out a Canada map with the super pig. You know, it's funny. We do actually have pigs in the southeast corner of our province, which, like, I didn't realize until I was part of this community because, you know, we never go that far. I have not hunted on the right at the beginning of the mountains before we move into Alberta and they get all that flatland. Yeah, that's why BC's so beautiful. It's beautiful elk hunting there. But apparently the pigs are pushing their way up in there. I would love a chance to go and crack at some pigs. My buddy actually lives in Texas. I got more than a few. I have a lot of friends that live in Texas for some reason. I seem to get along with them. But one of my buddies, he's got a hunting lease there. And he keeps threatening me with a good time. Heading down for these bad boys. Here we go. This is such a good spot on this map. I love it. You know, you set up here, you work your way down by the frozen lake and work your way all the way. And there's another frozen one's really good here. Work your way. It's just such a good little trek all through here. Good hunting. You'd love to see a rosy elk, great one. Okay. Or mule deer and blacktail. Blacktail's that's, hey Doc, what's up, man? That's a tough one for us. We'd love to see blacktail in other maps, other reserves. You know, we're not hyper realistic and we're not fully arcade. We're a blend of both here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. accessible, pick up and go. You can make a big long hunt out of it. You can make it realistic. You can make it super arcadey and just lake hop and shoot things, right? You can play it how you want. But the one thing that is tough is trying to find that balance to make things kind of jive. Sorry. Sorry, I was getting spammed. Oh, I can deal with that after. No problem, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. It's all good. Don't panic. Everything's fine. Everything's good. It's good vibes and good times here with the community on our weekly streams. But, what was I saying? I totally did one of those once again. I think I need to go get myself some more coffee. But guys, if you haven't done so, do me a solid. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Give us a follow on all the platforms, right? From, I don't know, X, Twitter formerly known as X, through Instagram, Facebook, of course, YouTube and Twitch. Come and join the family, my friends. In Discord, we've got a heck of a community, as well as the Facebook group. I gotta tell you, it amazes me the diversity our community has. Seeing the hunters from all around the globe recanting their own hunting stories and how that all comes together on this digital platform. Come and be part of the conversation. And before the poll closes, we'd love to hear from you guys in Discord. We're running the poll right now regarding hunter challenges. Nothing too detailed. It'll literally take you 30 seconds to clickety click. It's not as detailed, obviously, as our surveys, which we do like to do. And thank you for taking your time to do all those, you guys. Lots to come here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. There is lots to come. Before you know it, we'll be talking about crazy things to happen. So thank you all for joining me. That's it. We're out of time. I don't even know. All these great ones. You know what, though? I got to tell you, just before we go, talking about the great ones, this is when our developers ask me, what are people asking for? I've literally, we're like this. We're like this. And that is, I think, why I've been so effective within the company is I'm just one of you guys, man. We're all just in this together. I came from the community, here for the community. Much love from everybody at Expansive Worlds. See you guys again next week. Hope to catch you around the Discords. And come and join us. Come and join us, man. We're doing all sorts of stuff, all sorts of things. I'm out for a hunt. I'm hooked on all kinds of games too, man. I swear, I'm like a superhero these days. If you pick up the game I'm putting down. I'll catch you guys later. Much love from Jaxy and everybody. We'll catch you. Did I just refer to myself in third person? Jaxy did just do that. Jaxy talked to himself in third. I can't even do that crap. Never mind. That's so out of character.